action.
Okay. So, one day there was a little spider. He was not quite the most helpful little spider. Bang, 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 and his neighbors came over knocking on his door, asking Mr. Spider to come help. They wanted him to help clear the land, pull out the vines, throw away the rocks, and create a spot for their garden. Well, Mr. Spider said, "No way, I'm not going to help you. I have my rice. I do not need any of your vegetables." Everyone was sad, so they all walked away down to the garden and started off with their work. Then a week later, the neighbors came down and bang, 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 knocked on Spider's door again. This time they wanted him to help with the weeding of the garden, or of carrying the seeds down to the garden so they could plant. And Spider said, "No way, I would not help you before, I won't help you again." His neighbors were all sad and they walked back down carrying the seeds. And they planted the garden in the most straight, beautiful rows you'd ever see. And then a month later, it was time to weed. And bang, 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 they knocked on Spider's door again. And he said, "What do you want?" He said, "Spider, please come help us weed our garden." Spider said, "No, I have rice. I do not need veggies." So they were sad, but they walked back down to the garden and weeded all day and all night without Spider. Then, one more month later, bang, bang, bang on Spider's door. They asked for him to come help weed one more time. For their backs had hurt and their knees ached, and they wanted Spider to come help them. Spider said, "No way, I told you so many times, I'm not going to help you." So the neighbors went back down to the garden and weeded one last time. So the next day, Spider woke up and he said, "You know, I'm kind of hungry. I think I'm going to have some of those vegetables." So he goes down to the garden and he sees a giant tomato and he says, "Wow, maybe I'll just take maybe one or two." He went through the gate. The tomato started to shake and he said, "What are you doing?" He looked at Spider and said, "You did not help plant or weed my garden. You cannot take me." Spider was scared, so he went to the next vegetable, which was the pumpkin. And he looked at the pumpkin and he said, "Ooh, maybe I'll just take one, maybe two." The pumpkin's leaves started to shake, and he planted himself in the ground and looked at Spider and says, "No, you cannot take us. You did not help weed or plant anything in this garden." Spider was scared, but then he went and he saw the huge cucumbers next to the pumpkins, and they started to shake too. And the cucumbers looked at him and said, "No, you did not help in this garden." And they started to grab Spider's legs. And then they started to cover his eyes with the leaves. Spider was so scared and he bolted out of the garden, busted through the gate, and ran all the way to his village and his home. And after that, Spider never went back to the garden. What do you guys think he ate for the rest of his life?
Rice!
That's right. Good job.
Rice.
Do you think that was very helpful of him?
No way.
Do you think that the neighbors should have shared, or the vegetables should have shared with him anyways?
Yes.
Do you think they should have?
Yes.
But he didn't help plant them.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
He can still be nice.
Yeah.
Generous.
Well, do you think next time maybe he should help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if he
Ashmika, everyone.
If he helps, then he'll get more good things.
That's right. Thank you so much.
We
guys.
see your let's see your puppets. I can't see them up close. Your little favorite puppets.
I want tomato.
Cute little puppets.
I want tomato.
Cute little puppets.
I should